for Coby White. Now, this is something that we've heard before, right? That the Hawks move off of Trae Young. They could be looking to add another scoring guard. Maybe that's an interest in Coby White with his youth, how he fits the timeline kind of more than Trae Young did, and the fact that he's better off ball. He doesn't need the ball as much as Trae Young to be successful in that. And so this trade now, rumor that pops up, has the Bulls trading Coby White and Nikola Vucevic for C.J. McCollum, a 2026 first-round pick, the San Antonio Spurs first-round pick, which is going to be a lower first-round pick, but that is where some of the centers could be going in this draft, right? And then a 2026 second-round pick and a 2029 second-round pick. So you're getting one first-round pick that's lower. It's unprotected, but it's going to be in the 20s, right? Basically is where that's going to be. And then you have 2 second-round picks and C.J. McCollum for the expiring salary to match Coby White and Nikola Vucevic's salary. What this does for the Chicago Bulls is that it frees them up even more money, to spend, even though Vooch and Coby are both expiring contracts at the end of the season. C.J. McCollum is a veteran. Even if you do look to keep C.J. McCollum, he's definitely not going to re-sign for what Coby White's going to re-sign for, right? And C.J. McCollum, who just got to the Knicks, is clearly maybe not part of their long-term plans. And, he is going to provide some scoring for him, which is still a pretty damn good score even at his age. But, so that's what you're doing for the Bulls. Now, in this, you're also getting off of Nikola Vucevic's contract, which is probably why you're getting those 2 second-round picks back in this. The Hawks do need a center because of Kristaps Porzingis, and his POTS is the rare condition that he's suffering from. And so you have Okongwu, who can play next to Nikola Vucevic as well to provide some of that defense they want while they're getting some scoring. Now, you guys know how I feel about trading Coby. I understand it, right? That if it's a deal that actually improves you, the question then becomes about how do you value a low first-round pick from the San Antonio Spurs? And who do you think you can draft with that pick, right? That's what the Bulls would really have to be asking themselves, in that if the draft were to happen now, the San Antonio Spurs pick would be, give me 1 second to pull that up, would it be 14th? Is that right? Okay. That may actually change some things, right? So I was expecting it to be more so in the 20s, but if you're saying that that's a low-end lottery pick, does that change your perspective on it? Because I'm not going to lie to you. It does change mine a little bit on that, right? Like, don't get me wrong. The Spurs right now are slated to pick 14th. The Bulls are slated to pick 13th, which is surprising considering that the Spurs are the second best team in the Western Conference. How does that work out? They're 27-12. How does that work out? There has to be something I'm missing. There has to be something that I'm missing. Is that really where the Spurs pick is?